When I was in my first year, I had so many questions about UofT. So in this video, I'm gonna go over some of the most frequently asked questions about UofT and tell you guys 8 things I wish I knew before coming to UofT. So without further ado, let's jump right into the first thing I wish I knew before coming to UofT, which is the fact that all classes and tutorials start 10 minutes after the hour. At UofT, we call this the UofT time, and at first I wasn't too sure why this was the case, but then I later realized that they give you this buffer time of 10 minutes for you to travel between your classes. So if you have a class that starts at 2 p.m. and ends at 3, that class will actually start at 2:10 and end at 3 p.m. So this means that 1-hour classes at UofT are actually only 50 minutes long, and the same logic can be applied to 2 and 3-hour classes because professors will give you 10 minutes of break time after every hour. So this means that 2-hour classes are actually 100 minutes long and 3-hour classes are only 150 minutes long. So make sure to remember this UofT time when you're attending classes at UofT. Then secondly, don't be surprised when your first midterm grade is a lot lower than what you expected. As I mentioned in a couple of my other videos, it's pretty common for a first year UofT student to be humbled by their first midterm experience because first year UofT students are not used to UofT's difficulty yet. And I also think that UofT makes their midterms to be harder than other assignments. So if you do get a lower grade in your midterm, don't be so discouraged because you'll be able to pick up your grade with other assignments in that course. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is UofT's credit no credit system. So throughout your student life at UofT, you'll be given 2 full credit worth of credit no credit option. And what this does is that it changes your course evaluation into a pass or fail situation. What this means is that you won't actually get a grade on the courses that you applied credit no credit to, but rather a pass or fail on your transcript. So what a lot of people do is that they save this credit no credit until the very end of their UofT life because they think that 3rd and 4th year courses will be a lot harder than 1st and 2nd year courses. But in reality, I don't think people should necessarily save this option, but rather use it when they think they have to use it. I know so many of my friends who just kept this credit no credit option until the very end and didn't get a chance to use any of their credit no credit option until they graduated from UofT. So make sure to use this credit no credit option and don't just save it until the very end. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is that you don't need to be at a dorm to make friends in your first year. I think a lot of people think that you must stay at a dorm to make friends in your first year, but I don't think that's true at all. Even for students who stay at a dorm in their first year, a big chunk of their socialization and the process of making friends actually happen between classes or student-run events, so you don't necessarily have to stay at a dorm to be able to make friends. Now, before we move on, here's a quick message from the sponsor of today's video. So, today's video is sponsored by Reolink, an innovative provider of high-quality home security solutions. And in this video, we're going to talk about their new and improved camera, the E1 Pro. The E1 Pro is a must for anyone who has pets or wants to keep an eye on their home remotely. With its pet detection and auto-tracking feature, you can watch and talk to your pets or family members from anywhere in the world. And with this crystal clear image and night vision, you can be sure that your home is safe and secure at all times. On top of that, setting up the E1 Pro is incredibly easy as well. All you have to do is connect your E1 Pro to your home Wi-Fi network and you're ready to go. So if you're in the market for security cameras, the E1 Pro is definitely worth considering. So make sure to go check them out using the link in my description, and thank you again to Reolink for sponsoring this video, and let's get right back into the video again. Now, the next thing I want to talk about are the colleges within UofT. For some reason, when you're in your first year, you think that the colleges that you're part of within UofT matter so much, but in reality, they do not matter at all after a couple months of being at UofT. So many first year UofT students like to argue about which college is the best at UofT, but unless you're serious about getting involved within your college, this really won't matter after your first year, first semester. So please don't stress and don't waste time searching for the best college at UofT because they're all the same. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the importance of going to office hours and attending tutorials. This is because oftentimes attending tutorials will get you those participation marks, but even if your class doesn't give out any participation marks, you'll still be able to get valuable information about your upcoming assignments and exams when you attend your tutorials and office hours. This This is because your TAs and professors will know that not a lot of students will show up to non-mandatory tutorials, so they often give out valuable information as a reward to those students who did actually show up. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the importance of having a Windows laptop. I know a lot of people, including myself, who only uses Apple products. But this might be a problem because there are some softwares that you need to download that only runs on Microsoft laptops. This is especially true for STEM students, so if you don't already have a Windows laptop, make sure that you get one before you come to U of T. Now, lastly, don't buy any school supplies other than your textbook from the U of T bookstore. U of T bookstore is notorious for charging such high prices on school supplies. So if you're looking to buy any other school supplies than your textbook, please just go to Dollarama to save some money. Now, I hope you guys found this video to be helpful. Thank you again for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.
Dreaming, I just want the feeling.